Hello, this is Woody Haynes. I'm just wrapping up my walk. Uh, I've posted other things on Facebook about this sports bar going up in our neighborhood, and just want you to see, short of actually being here, why there's such concern. Here's the front. I'm on San Jose Boulevard right now, and I'm just going to walk around. As I walk, this is a typical intersection that our friends who go to the synagogue, they have to go across this intersection. Usually on the other side there is where they cross, but this is another place where they cross. I've seen many people, because I do the walk myself, I see many families walking several miles in parts of this neighborhood to get to the synagogue during the Sabbath, to go to the services. In addition to, like right now, this is a special time of year, the High Holy Days. Rosh Hashanah was just a few days ago, and Day of Atonement and Feast of Tabernacles is coming up. So those are very, very important. They'll be attending several services during that time, in addition to the regular Sabbath services. The sports bar used to be the Village Inn, essentially a family restaurant. They've been doing inside construction. Now, you can see this back wall here as I'm walking down the sidewalk. This is usually the way that I go on my walk, a couple of miles and back. But immediately adjoining this property with this wall separating here is a synagogue, and I believe that they're also going to be having a school here, if they don't already have a school. So hence the concern. Notice the close proximity. There's a law in the books that you're not supposed to serve alcohol within 500 feet of a church, synagogue, school. But somehow, some way, that happened. And that's why they've proceeded. Which I normally don't raise a big uproar about things, and I'm not Jewish, but this is just not right. This is not right at all. If it had been a daycare center here, or it had been a public school, it would never have happened. So they're essentially, pardon my use of the word, but they're trampling on the rights of the people here at the synagogue, and then immediately adjoining, and I always love walking under these beautiful oak trees, is a Korean church. Also, I haven't counted my steps. I don't have a tape measure, but I know that this is also less than a 500-foot radius. So, as you can see, and as we can see looking back that way, we haven't gone too far from where a sports bar is scheduled to be open. That will be serving alcohol. And I don't go to this particular church. This is, after 3 in the afternoon. There's still some cars in the parking lot, etc. But My prediction is when there's no place to park, overflow parking, people, in spite of these warnings here about it being private parking, and if they're going to be open late at night, they're going to look for places like that and within the neighborhood to park. And when people are leaving the sports bar and nobody's going to breathalyze them, they're going to be driving around in the area. It might be during the daytime, it might be during night. You can see that there's some nice big oak trees here in the middle of some of these roads. I've driven them several times. Sometimes I have to flash my brights on because you may not immediately be able to see them. If you're impaired due to overconsumption of an alcoholic beverage, your reaction time is not going to be good. And that's just trees damage to the person driving. Worse still is the damage that could be inflicted on a person when somebody's driving impaired immediately into a neighborhood like that. There are good reasons why those type of laws are on the books. So anyway, I appreciate you joining me on my walk. I guess I'm a little bit winded. I apologize for that, but I thank you for your patience. Here we go again. We're just walking again right by the synagogue. So, from the entrance, as I take some steps, I'll try to speed it up here a little bit. The very fact that it is adjoining, and members of the Jacksonville City Council, the planning, and then the council itself voted to go ahead with this, is simply not right. I don't care, if I'm all in favor of small business and things opening. And over there behind it is Popeyes. They're not known to pass out alcoholic beverages there. They have a constant stream of traffic. I can smell the lovely fried chicken, although that's kind of foreboding for me. But the fact here, you can see what the parking lot is like. And then immediately right across the street are these houses. So any noise, any traffic are going to get the brunt. And then the next thing is, this would be one of the exits. Right now it's kind of blocked off, as I mentioned earlier, for construction. And then here we go into the neighborhood. Here's one entrance right across the street into the neighborhood. Families walking, even during non-holiday times, non-Sabbath times. There are usually children riding bikes, scooters, walking, playing in the street, and so forth. So if you could contribute to help out in any way you can, if you could forward the GoFundMe or just bring this to other people's attention, I believe if everybody chips in, we would all greatly appreciate your help. Thank you.